Hello everyone, I'm Sarah of Rich Textures Crochet and welcome. Today we're going to learn how to crochet the yarn under cluster stitch. This is a really unique looking crochet pattern. It's a 2-row repeat, fairly easy to work, and you can see that it creates these horizontal lines of texture that are a little bit raised that run along the fabric. This is the front side of your fabric, and then we'll turn it over here to the back, and this is the back. So not quite the same, but both are quite pretty. Today for the tutorial I'm going to be using a 5mm or an H8 crochet hook, as well as a little bit of a worsted weight yarn. This is the Heatherly yarn by We Crochet and Knit Picks. There'll be links to these items in the description of this video. Also down in the description you'll find the direct link to the free written instructions, which are on my website at richtexturescrochet.com, and that's linked directly down there for you. As well, down in the description you'll find direct links to my crochet books, Intermediate Crochet Stitches. If you enjoy learning new crochet stitches, this is the book for you. It's a collection of some of my favorite, as well as my barn quilt blankets. Both of these are available on Amazon and linked down below. So thank you so much for joining me. While you're here, I invite you to take a look around. Don't forget to subscribe. This channel is updated every single week with new free crochet patterns and stitch tutorials. Let's grab our hooks and yarn and get started. Now our stitch today is worked in rows, so we're going to start by making a slip knot. You're then going to work a foundation chain, and your foundation chain today will need to be an odd number of stitches. So today I'm going to chain 21. And 21. Once you have that first that foundation chain worked, you're going to begin row 1. And we're going to begin by working a row of yarn under single crochet stitches. The reason why we're going to work yarn under is simply because it makes the stitch look slightly different, which gives it the whole pattern its unique look. So into the second chain from your hook, you're going to insert your hook, then bring your yarn under your hook, yarn under, pull it through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So this is our yarn under single crochet. Into the next stitch, insert your hook, bring your yarn under, pull through, yarn over, pull through. So continue to work your yarn under single crochet stitches all the way across. At the end of row 1, you're going to chain 2 and turn your work. We're now going to work some yarn over cluster stitches, or yarn under cluster stitches. To work the yarn under cluster stitch, we're going to begin in the stitch that's at the base of our turning chain, and we're going to be working in the back loop only all the way across. To find the back loop only, you're going to look at the top of your stitch. You have a loop that is closest to you, a loop that is furthest away. This loop that is furthest away is your back loop only. So we're going to begin in the first stitch at the base of that turning chain. You're going to yarn over, insert your hook in the back loop only of that first stitch, yarn under, draw up a loop. Insert your hook in the back loop only of the next stitch, yarn under, draw up a loop. You'll have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 3 loops, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops. That is our yarn under cluster. You're going to repeat this all the way across, always beginning the stitch in the same stitch as your previous stitches worked. So for our next stitch, we're going to yarn over, insert our hook in the same stitch as the previous stitch, yarn under, draw up a loop, insert your hook in the back loop only of the next stitch, yarn under, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 3 loops, yarn over, draw through 2 loops. Repeat this all the way across. I'm here working my final cluster stitch into the final single crochet. At the end of your row 2, you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. We're now going to work in the front loop only. So before we worked in our back loop, which is that loop that's furthest from us. This time we're going to work in that front loop, and beginning in that first stitch, front loop only, you're going to work 1 yarn under single crochet in each stitch all the way across. So always working in the front loop only, yarn on under single crochet in each stitch all the way across. When you come to your final stitch, you're going to work your final yarn under single crochet into that chain 2 space, and I'll show you what I mean when I come across here. I'm almost all the way over. We're just continuing to work all the way across. So once more in the top of my cluster, front loop only, and then just into the chain 2 space. So if you pull it apart a little bit, you'll see your chain 2. Just into that space, work 1 more yarn under single crochet. Then chain 2 and turn your work. And that is it for the rest of this pattern. We're simply going to repeat our rows 2, which was our cluster row, and row 3 for the pattern. So our cluster row beginning in this first stitch at the base of your turning chain, working your yarn under clusters all the way across, chain 1, turn your work, and then work your yarn under single crochet all the way across. And that's all there is to working this yarn under cluster stitch pattern. So thank you so much for joining me. Once again, while you're here, I invite you to subscribe and take a look around. And I look forward to seeing you again next time. Until then, happy crocheting. Bye.